New at 10, new charges have been filed against a driver who crashed into a home in Tigard. We brought you this incredible video when it first happened. Take a look. This video shows a truck going airborne and getting lodged in the side of that Tigard house last month. Tigard police say 33-year-old Jacob Hankins was speeding westbound on Southwest Shoals Ferry Road. They believe he hit a dirt mound, which sent the truck airborne for about 100 feet over a 3-foot brick wall before crashing into the side of the house. This morning, we've learned a Washington County grand jury indicted Hankins for 9 new charges, including 5 counts of recklessly endangering another person, one for each of the 5 family members who were in the home at the time of the crash. No one inside the home was hurt. Hankins, who is a convicted felon, is also now facing charges for a stolen gun found in the car following the crash.